In what has become a highly contentious chapter in the saga of the Invictus Games, 800 veterans have withdrawn their participation from the 2025 event, attributing their decision directly to the presence of Meghan Markle. The Invictus Games, founded by Prince Harry to honor and rehabilitate wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women, have long been a symbol of unity and recovery. However, this year's event in Vancouver and Whistler, Canada, was overshadowed by controversy as veterans expressed their discontent over Markle's involvement, which they claim has shifted the focus from the veterans to royal drama and personal publicity. From the moment Meghan Markle stepped onto the international stage as the Duchess of Sussex, her involvement in the Invictus Games has been a topic of debate. Critics argue that her presence at the Games has transformed an event meant to celebrate military service into a platform for her personal brand. The veterans' withdrawal is not just a sign of protest, but a stark reminder of how far the Games have strayed from their original purpose. Many have pointed out that while Meghan initially supported Prince Harry's initiative, her participation has increasingly been seen as self-serving, with actions that seem more aligned with enhancing her public image rather than genuinely supporting the veterans. At the 2025 Invictus Games, Meghan was seen taking center stage during events traditionally meant to highlight the achievements and resilience of the participants. For instance, during the opening parade, rather than allowing the veterans to lead, Markle was at the forefront, often photographed and videoed, which many felt was an inappropriate appropriation of the spotlight. Veterans have reported feeling marginalized, their stories and struggles overshadowed by what they perceive as Markle's quest for media attention. This sentiment was echoed in numerous posts on social media and in interviews where ex-servicemen expressed their frustration over the Games becoming less about them and more about royal drama. The decision by 800 veterans to withdraw from the Games was not made lightly. They cited numerous grievances, including a lack of focus on the event's core mission, poor event management, and what they described as Meghan's overbearing presence. The withdrawal has led to a significant drop in morale among other participants, with many feeling that the essence of the Games has been diluted. Veterans have shared stories of how their preparation and participation were overshadowed by logistical blunders and media chaos centered around Markle's appearances, which often required adjustments to schedules and event formats to accommodate her. Furthermore, there have been allegations that the Invictus Games Foundation, under the influence of the Sussexes, has not managed the event with the veterans' best interests at heart. Issues such as inadequate communication, last-minute changes to event programs, and a shift in focus from rehabilitation to celebrity have been highlighted. A participant, who preferred to remain anonymous, remarked, "We joined because these Games were about us, about healing and celebrating our service. Now, it feels like we're just props in someone else's drama." The backlash against Meghan Markle's role in the Invictus Games isn't just about her presence, it's also about the perception that she and Prince Harry have commercialized what was once a purely humanitarian effort. Critics argue that the couple has used the Games as a stepping stone for their media ventures, with deals and endorsements linked to their involvement. This has led to accusations of exploitation, with some veterans feeling that their personal stories of struggle and recovery are being used to bolster the Sussexes' brand rather than to advocate for better veteran support. The controversy reached a peak when several high-profile sponsors, who had initially committed to support the Games, began to re-evaluate their involvement. The public outcry and media coverage of the veterans' withdrawal prompted sponsors to distance themselves from the event, fearing association with the negative publicity. This not only jeopardized the financial stability of the Games, but also highlighted a broader issue of how public figures can influence the integrity of charitable events. In response to the criticism, supporters of Meghan Markle argue that she has always been a vocal advocate for veterans' issues, and that her involvement should be seen as a positive extension of that commitment. However, this narrative is increasingly questioned as veterans themselves voice their discomfort. They argue that true advocacy would involve stepping back and allowing the veterans to shine, not using the platform for personal gain. The fallout from this year's Invictus Games has significant implications for the future of the event. There's a palpable tension about how the Games can recover from this reputational hit. Discussions are underway about restructuring leadership, perhaps even reconsidering the Sussexes' roles to ensure the Games return to their foundational ethos. The veterans' collective action has sparked a broader conversation about celebrity involvement in charity, questioning whether star power truly serves the cause or if it sometimes does more harm than good. In conclusion, the withdrawal of 800 veterans from the 2025 Invictus Games due to Meghan Markle's presence underscores a critical moment for the event. It has ignited a debate on authenticity, leadership, and the very purpose of the Games. For many, the Games have lost their original meaning, becoming a battleground of personal agendas rather than a celebration of military resilience. As the Invictus Games look to the future, the challenge will be to realign with its core mission while managing the complex dynamics of public and celebrity involvement.